You can change your life in 90 days, right? A lot of people think it takes a year, 2 years, 3 years to actually change their life. But the truth of the matter is, you only need 90 days. And I genuinely mean, in 90 days, you can turn your life around. Exactly like how I did, right? Now, if you don't know my story, my name is Adam. I used to work a 9-to-5 job in the UK. I used to hate my life. I used to come home with 2 grand a month and I was barely able to pay the bills, right? So I took a big risk in my life. I quit my 9-to-5 job. I packed my bags and I moved to Dubai. This is where I currently am, as you can see from behind me. And now I live really comfortable. I make money online and I make well over 6 figures a year. Now, guys, you can change your life in 90 days. And a lot of people might tell you different. A lot of people might tell you it takes time, you know, you have to be patient, X, Y, and Z. And there is some truth in that, of course. But my point being, if you take the right steps, right, you can truly change your life in only 90 days. And I'm going to break down exactly how you can do that and how you should actually start making the intention that you want to change your life, okay? Now, the decision that you take, which is making the intention, that is the first part of it. A lot of people sit there, you know, try half-heartedly at something and then just go back to the normal ways, right? You're not going to change your life like that. You have to be consistent. I'll give you guys an example. For a plane to fly, it needs to consistently go at high speed before it can take off. And that's how a plane can just take off, right? Because it's consistent with the speed, increasing before it can start flying. Same thing with life. If you are consistent and you work harder and harder every single day, put more and more effort at an online business or something that can change your life, you will get there. You will start seeing the changes straight away. And you don't have to wait a long time as long as you're consistent, as long as you're doing the work when you don't see results, right? Because a lot of people I know, for example, they will start an online business or they'll start something, and if they don't see results in like a few days, they quit, okay? And if you quit in a few days, a week, even a month, then you're not gonna see results. You're not gonna see, you know, the change that you want in your life. Your life's not going to change. Now, if you want to start an online business, by the way, I work with people on a one-to-one basis. I help them scale to 10K a month within 3 months of my program by using the One Skill Consulting business model. Now, if you do need any help with that, click the link in the description, book in a call with me. What we'll do is jump on a call and I'll show you exactly how I can actually help you. Now, guys, 90 days. 90 days is all it takes to change your life. First things first, make a decision, make the intention that you're going to change your life. Just basically say to yourself, I am making the intention that this time I'm going to change my life and I'm going to do everything possible to do that, right? Now, once you've made the intention, now what you need to do is start something, okay? Because without change, your situation is not going to change. You've probably heard that saying, right? Nothing changes if nothing changes. And it's so true. If you do not change, your situation will not change, right? It's one of those things where I think even Einstein said that insanity is basically when you want something different, but you're doing the same thing. So essentially what you need to do, right, is start something. Now, what can you start, right? Because there's so many online businesses out there. There's dropshipping, affiliate marketing, YouTube, TikTok, all of these business models, right? Now, I've done pretty much all of them. I've done TikTok. I started off with TikTok actually, made some good money on there, but it wasn't enough. I then did dropshipping. I made a little bit of money on dropshipping. Again, it wasn't good enough. I did YouTube full time, right? This is probably my second successful business, I guess you can say, where I made a good amount of money. But again, I had to stop that because that also felt like a 9-to-5 job in a way. So what did I do instead? Well, I started an online coaching business, which I like to call the One Skill Consulting business model. Now, the One Skill Consulting business model is so powerful. Guys, all you have to do is sell your skills and knowledge to high ticket clients, right? And the reason why this business model works so well is because it's literally made for beginners. People that have a skill, people that have some knowledge in something, they just sell that to high ticket clients. And the reason why this is so good for beginners, because you can make a lot of money straight away. So you can charge $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, upwards of even $10,000, right? It depends on your skill, depends on your niche, and it depends who you're targeting. But the point I'm trying to make is that it is one of the best business models out there. Because for example, if you were to charge $5,000, let's say for example, right? Well, you only need 2 clients a month to make 10K a month. And it's simple as that. Like, it's literally so easy. And any one of you guys can do it. If you're watching this video, any one of you guys can do it. But hear me out on this, okay? If you do it without a mentor, if you do it by yourself, it's gonna take time. It's gonna take longer than 90 days because the problem is when you're trying to do something, what's gonna happen is that you're gonna keep failing, you're gonna keep failing, you're gonna keep failing. Now, there are obviously exceptional circumstances where people just make it straight away. But my point being, right, you're gonna fail, you're gonna try things that you don't know if it works or not, and you're just gonna keep failing before you start learning. And that process can take sometimes a year, okay? This is why I said I believe there's some truth to it, when people say, you know, good things take time, you need to be patient, X, Y, and Z. There's some truth to that, of course. However, if you want to do it in 90 days, if you say to yourself, you know what, I've made the intention that I want to change my life and I'm going to do everything possible to do so, what you then need to do is hire a mentor. Now, guys, I hired a mentor myself. When I moved to Dubai, right, when I started this business model, I hired a mentor because I did not know how to do it. I did not want to waste years and years and years to kind of like learn this when I could have just paid someone and learned the information straight away, right? So that's what I did. I hired a mentor, and literally within my first month of doing this business model, I made 10 grand. And this is why I explain to people that anyone can do it. You can make money within 90 days by doing this business model. But again, as I said, make the intention that you want to change your life. Say to yourself, you're going to do absolutely everything possible to do it, and then hire a mentor. Because once you start this business model, you want to make sure you do it the correct way. You don't want to waste time, you know, learning. You don't want to waste time, you know, making mistakes and then learning and making mistakes and then learning. Guys, that process can take a year, right? Or even 2 years. Depends on how long you do it for. But then most people give up way before that anyway. This is again why I recommend hiring a mentor, because a mentor is going to keep you in check. A mentor is going to tell you exactly what to do. A mentor is going to give you the guidance required. He's going to allow you to not make the mistakes that he made when he done it. And this is why hiring a mentor is good. Now, obviously, I am a mentor myself. I have my own online coaching business where I will work with you on a one-to-one basis and scale you to 10K a month by using the One Skill Consulting business model. So if you guys do need any help with that, by the way, click the link in the description, book in a call with me. What we'll do is jump on a call and I'll show you exactly how I can actually help you, okay? But guys, even if it's not me, if you don't want to sign up with me, right? Hire another mentor, hire someone else, hire someone that can actually help you. And I always say to people when it comes to hiring a mentor, hire someone that's living the life you want. Don't hire someone that's not doing what you want, right? That's just basically university. This is my argument with university. You go to university, you pay 9 grand a year to learn from someone that's not living the life that you want. This is why I don't believe in university. This is why I believe university is a scam. You should always learn from people doing what it is that you want, right? So for example, a lot of people hire me and sign up with my program because I'm living the life that they want. They want to live in Dubai. They want to make money online. They want to have freedom, right? They want to travel where they want to travel to. That's why a lot of people sign up with me. But if there's someone else that's living the life that you want, for sure, sign up with them, hire them as a mentor. And then guys, all you need to do, right, is just follow the advice of the mentor and take all the steps and more, okay? When I say take all the steps and more, what I'm trying to say is don't just follow what the mentor says, do even extra work. Put in that extra bit of work, right? Because what you're gonna do by putting in that extra bit of work is basically make the process faster. Because 90 days, right? 90 days goes really quickly. Like if you just waste time, 90 days goes really quickly. So what you want to do is put in the work and put in that little bit extra. But not only that, if you guys are consistent, this is again very, very important. If you guys are consistent, you will see the results. You will see how you make money. And guys, momentum is a big thing. Momentum is crazy. I'll give you guys an example, right? When you boil water in a kettle, if you turn it on and then midway turn it off and then wait a minute and then turn it back on again, it kind of restarts in a way, right? So you don't want to lose that momentum. When you're boiling water in a kettle and you leave it on, the quickest way for it to fully boil is by just leaving it on and not touching it, right? For it to keep doing what it's doing, which is heating up the water. Same thing about life. When you're working on a business, when you're working on something, just keep working on it. Don't stop. Don't even like take rest. Keep working, keep working, keep working. Because I guarantee if you keep doing this, especially for 90 days, guys, your whole life in 90 days will change. Everything will change. Just like my life changed, because again, I took exceptional chances in myself. I moved to Dubai when I had no money, I was broke, I had no job, nothing, right? But I worked on my online business and within 3 months, my whole life changed. I went from working a 9-to-5 job in the UK to living in Dubai financially free, all within 3 months, by the way. So my point is, 3 months is all it takes, but you've got to take exceptional decisions. You've got to take exceptional risks, right? Because without that, your life is not going to be exceptional. A lot of people want an exceptional life, right? They want to have the best life, they want to make lots of money, they want an exceptional life, but they're not taking the exceptional actions, right? If you don't take the exceptional actions, you're not going to have an exceptional life. So you've got to invest in yourself, you've got to take risk, and you've got to put in the work. Don't think this is just going to come with you putting in no work. No, you've got to put in the work. But the reason why I also say this business model is extremely easy is because it is so fun to do. When you do this business, you're helping people, you're creating content, you know, it's one of the most fun business models out there as well, I would argue, because drop shipping can be grueling, TikTok can be grueling, all of these other business models can be really, really grueling, right? But when you do this, it's excitement, it's fun. It's better than your 9 to 5 job. You can make good money doing this, and you can completely change your life, and you can make well over 6 figures a year, just like I do. And you work for yourself. You don't listen to anyone else. You live life how you want to live. You live with freedom, and you have financial freedom, as well as global freedom as well. Now, again, guys, if you do need any help where you want to start this business model where I'll work with you on a one-to-one basis for the One Skill Consulting business model, click the link in the description, book in a call with me. What we'll do is jump on a call and I'll show you exactly how I can help you. Now, if you want more information on how this One Skill Consulting business model works, well, I've broken this down in one of my next videos. So click the video that you see on your screen and I'll see you guys there.